everyone, today is an all Rufai day. Earlier on, I did one on Rufai versus Shehusan. If you've not watched it, I beg, after watching this one, go and watch that one too. It's all a funny Rufai day. Very cool. This one that I'm doing right now is Rufai and Omokri, Reno Omokri. So Reno Omokri comes out and he does this particular tweet that you did. You know, Reno Omokri is now the mouthpiece of Tinubu, and that anything to defend Tinubu is always there. And you know, recently, of course, Rufai has had a fallout with Tinubu and APC. Remember, he was supposed to have some ministerial appointment that he was not given, and but literally they humiliated him, and now he's fighting back. One of the things that you need to know about Rufai is that he's actually very vindictive, even as a small child. In his book, for me, when I was reading, though I've not yet been able to finish his book, the part that I read, where as a boy in primary school, someone had bullied him, and for the next 3 months, Rufai poured sand into that person's food. I'm like, in primary school, that you easily forget something, for you to be so consistent for 3 months. Woo, that's the mind of a sociopath, I mean psychopath, or whatever you choose to call it. Until the family of that guy had to come and they called in Rufai's uncle, who was his foster father, to actually beg him to stop. He was angry, they begged him. I think in that book he said he eventually stopped. So that is the kind of person that he is. And so now, with what Tinubu had done to him, let's see how it goes on. There are a lot of people also who, especially in the northern part of the country, who are not feeling Rufai at all, because they're like, I remember one Mala saying a lot about him, that when he was governor, what did he do? Did he remember the other youth? And now that he has fallen out of office, with this current illegitimate president that Nigeria has, he is there running his mouth. But anyway, this is from the page of Reno Omokri. Said, this Nasir Rufai thinks we are all children. You claim not to be interested in being minister, yet you submitted yourself for ministerial screening. It's like saying you are not interested in free food, yet you visited my house with a spoon in your pocket. The short man should not leave us short of words. No wonder Obasanjo, his boss, said this about him. And he will go on to quote something that Obasanjo had said about Rufai in his book. He said, my vivid recollection of him is his penchant for lying, for unfair embellishment of stories, and his inability to sustain loyalty for long. I have heard of how he ruthlessly savaged the reputation of his uncle, a man who was like, in the African setting, his foster father. I shuddered when I heard the story of what he did to his half-brother in the Air Force, who is senior to him in age. Chief Olusegun Obasanjo's assessment of Nasir Rufai from pages 412 to 413 of his book, My Watch, Volume 2, digital version. And so that's what Reno Omokri said. Then there's someone who is called Yusuf Tukur, BPhD. He came out, in defense of Rufai, and he said, Mr. Reno Omokri, aka Wanda Simley, it's on record that official Bada Tinubu, your paymaster, begged Rufai to not walk away but stay and work with him. So yes, he made it clear that he wasn't interested. He only agreed after PBAT, that's Tinubu, openly begged him. Rufai is God class, unlike him. I wonder sometimes why people just partake in people fighting. Just a look there. But anyway, loyalties have to loyate. Let me come to now the reaction of Nasir Rufai. What he simply did was to say Wendell Simlin once upon a time in London, and then he brought out a picture of Rufai when he brought out a picture of Reno Omokri. I think that this happened in 2022, December 2022, when Reno Omokri had gone to do protest against Tinubu that was going to Chatham House. I think it was, yes, it was Chatham House Chatham House that they were going to. And this is what Reno Omokri tweeted at I said. He said, Tinubu will never forget the protest we just pulled off at Chatham House in his life. He was disgraced and could not get out of his car. He had to run away. They harassed Tinubu out of London. Protest against drug lord Tinubu at Chatham House was a resounding success. The British media were there and Tinubu was projected to them for what he is, a known drug lord. This is what Reno Omokri said about Tinubu in 2022, and so Rufai didn't say, he just put that out. For those who don't understand, 2022, of course, Reno Omokri was in PDP. I don't know whether he's, I think it's was supporting Atiku. Yes. Let me put that that way. Was supporting Atiku, and of course it had to do with everything Atiku, and he was really against Tinubu to the extent when they went for that charter hub. Although it's not the way he's putting it now, he went there. He didn't have how do I put it? He wasn't really prepared. He didn't have his placards a lot, whether he was alone or a few people. But then APC had their own supporters and they drowned him out. And anytime he would say Tinubu, then they would not say for president. So drowning out what he was saying. I remember at that time some people were like, oh, was he that campaigning for? Like, no, this is what this was what was happening, and he didn't get it. But of course, you know, people want to project things that they didn't do, and this is what he had here. But anyway, that is what Rufai, you know, simply put out on that whole thing. And then I'm just trying to see the comments, whether I should even sit down and take on the comments. But anyway, these are people, they are never worth that energy. But let me just conclude on this video to say, me, I'm just here, just chilling, just laughing. What I'm still laughing, of course, is for me, my main thing is that what are we going to do for the 2027 election and beyond? 2027 election, 2031 election, 2035 election, 2039 election, 43 election, 2047 election, and so on and so forth. This might look like far away, but they're not. We need to start working on them. The generation have to. I don't know whether I'm going to be alive till that time, but then we need to put in the work. Even if we're not alive, others can carry on the work to continue, to continue with it. So that's very critical. And then let's leave these clowns that are clowning. But hey, there's still one more Rufai, video that I'm going to do, and this time it's going to be Rufai versus Daniel Bala. Just watch, and just if you finish watching it, head out. If the video has not dropped, it definitely will be dropping today by the grace of God. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Bye.